what has 5 trees, 9 angels, 17 cherubs, a nativity set, crystals, ribbon, berries, and over 1,000 lights? Join me today as I decorate my wall unit bookcase. Hey everyone, Joe here. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I do appreciate it. And today I'm going to be continuing working on the wall unit bookcase. Now this was an old-fashioned entertainment center is what they really used to call it in the past. And I kind of converted it into a bookcase for now until I find the real bookcases that I want for here. But as of now, it serves really well for display and decor purposes. So if you caught my video before that, you probably didn't because not too many people watched it. I did the above part of the wall unit, and I like to do it really heavy, especially for Christmas. I put 3 Christmas trees up there, angels, garland, and a bunch of other stuff. And what I'm doing is I'm coordinating it in this room, which has a really old-fashioned kind of a Christmas look. I'm using a lot of red and gold and berries, and like you can see behind me, it has a really old-fashioned feeling, which is what I was going for. Now, in the bottom part of this wall unit, I have a lot of cubbies, so I decided to use 2 trees in here, and I'm going to put Marianne's favorites in there, those cherubs. I have my sister-in-law's nativity set that she made in ceramics class a long, long time ago. She was so kind enough to lend it to us once again to be used. And I have a bunch of other stuff, and I was so happy last night because when I finished it, Marianne said she really loved it and she thought that this was her favorite so far this year. But I have a lot of favorites of what I'm doing this year, but I agree, this came out really nice. So let's go through it. I will show you what it looks like and how I did parts of it because it was just too much to video, and it's because I go crazy. You know, I go crazy. For those of you who know me, you know I'm crazy, but I really go crazy. And like, I know people laugh, but that's why I can't video me decorating in reality because you don't want to hear what I'm saying. You know, it's not nice all the time, but you know, that's the way I am. You know, Italian from New Jersey. That's how we are. Anyway, so let's get going. So was I able to get everything in that I told you I was going to get in? Well, let me see. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to count it. So 3 trees on the top, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 trees over here. So that's 5 trees, and then the angels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above, 6, 7, 8, 9 below over here. Cherubs, there are 7 in that tree and 7 in that tree for a total of 14. And then up on top, 15, 16, 17 right there. And then I have the nativity set right in the middle over there. I have my beads, I have my berries, I have my ribbon, and I have my little angels on the bottom, and I have lights. Let's see, 1, 2, 300, those trees, another 200 in the garland, that's 500. There is 300 in that tree over there, that's 800. 300 in that tree over there, that's 1100, and another 100 right there in the nativity, that's 1200. So let's take a look at it. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. Okay, the top is done, so I'm going to do the 2 sides. I took all the bookshelves out right here, and I'm going to put 2 trees, 1 on each side, and we're going to put the cherubs in those trees. And each one of these trees has 300 mini lights in it, and I put a mirror in there for some reflective property. And there you go. There is the tree, and it's a really nice tree. It's sitting in a gold stand.
Okay, so we're back to decorating. We're back from our cruise, and I wanted to show, and I know these have been in so many different places. Absolutely love these little angels. They have different instruments. Some have a violin, some have I don't know what this is called. Bill, is that a harp?
Yeah, I think so.
But look how cute their faces are. This one, I guess, is not a...
It's like a mandolin
kind of thing. Anyway, I found these in a store that Joe really doesn't like. It was Big Lots. And I was going through, I forget how much we paid, but they had these in the burgundy, and they also had them in blue. But I didn't buy any of the blues because we didn't think at that time that, oh, wait a second, we can just paint it, you know, change the color of them. They're absolutely beautiful. They're like one of my favorite things. I think it's probably over 25 years. Joe thinks it might have been 27 years ago that we bought this. I don't even remember the cost of it, but I did go through the whole thing, and I bought every one of the burgundy and the burgundy and beige cherubs that they had. So they used to be in the angel tree that was in the dining room. Now it's going to be in the family room. So they travel around, but they're absolutely beautiful. And they have such pretty faces, and I love cherubs. So I absolutely love these. And let me show you the other one. Their faces are so angelic, and I guess that's crazy because they're angels, but they're really cute. So we'll see the finished, we should put it against something, Joe, so you can see it better. Like go here so you can see it. Right? This one looks like her eye is a little going down a little bit. Oh my God, they're beautiful. And they're nice size. It's almost the size of my whole hand. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks. So you'll see it towards the end. It was a surprise visit again today for me.
Okay, so I'm going to move into the center section right there. I added some crystal grapes in on those cherubs. But you see right here, what I'm going to do is I set up some books because I thought I needed a riser in there. I eventually had to take them out because there wasn't enough room. But I decided to use some of my green carpeting that I have all cut up. It's grass carpeting, and I use it for a lot of different things. It's a good investment, and I thought, this would be a great base for the Nativity. So this is how I set it up, and I have 100 lights ready to go in there. I created this book here for Unto You is born this day in the city of David, a Savior, which is Christ the Lord, and I put that in the back. Then I added in some old branches from an old Christmas tree, and I added in 100 mini lights, and I put the garland across the front just to box it all in and make it a nice tidy package. And I added in the gold and the poinsettia ribbon to coordinate with above. Next in, of course, are the pieces of the Nativity, and this is a really pretty Nativity. It's big. And my sister-in-law actually made this a long time ago, and I'm borrowing it from her because she hasn't been using it. Hold on, baby Jesus slid here. Okay, sorry, the shadow. And you can see the pieces are really, really nice. And I'll show you when it's lit how pretty it looks. I added in some hay around the bottom to make it look like the stable. So in these cubbies, I put an angel. You see, I put a gold charger in the back, an angel, and then the French horn bookends. I turned the book so that the white side is facing out. And then here I have another angel with the same thing in the opposite direction. And down below the Nativity, let me come down here without making you dizzy, and me too. Down here, what I did was I put the charger, and then I put the candle with the red to pull in that red, and this little bit of an arrangement, and I have a glass bird right there, and I forgot I have to get the glass bird for this side. I have another one over here. I forgot about it. And again, I turned the books backwards, put the black with the red and the white. It's just, absolutely beautiful. Then down here in this slit, which, by the way, used to be for the VCR and this CD player. Remember those days? But anyway, what I did is I just put a piece of garland, and I didn't light it because I didn't want to go through the hassle. There's a lot of lights, and I just didn't want to do it. And then here you see these little ducks with little angels flying on them, and they're playing musical instruments as well, and therefore it all ties in together. Then down here at the base of the cherub tree, I have another angel, this time in red. And I echoed it on this side again in red. And there's that gold, so it all ties together. And then I finished it off by putting berries all over the place to coordinate with everything else that's going on in the room. Okay, let's take a look at it. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I'll be seeing you again really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.